Good morning, YouTube. It is 7 a.m. in the great state of Texas, and it is Thursday, and on Thursdays on the channel, we do pin videos. So, picked up this piece of wood here. I have no idea what kind of wood this is. It looks really cool. It's got some tiger striping in it. It kind of looks a little boring and a little bland, but a little bit later on in the video, the grain is going to come out and it's going to look really cool. So, what we do, just with every other pin video that we've done, measure it out, take it over to the bandsaw, and then cut it down into two pieces here. And then we try to drill a hole in it without exploding it, and this goes really smooth. So, love working with wood pens. They seem to be doing a lot better than my acrylic pens that I've been doing. Acrylic has been exploding on the lathe every time I've used it for the past couple of times. So, gonna do some wood projects up until the point where I feel comfortable going back to acrylic, because again, acrylic has just not been very nice to me. So getting everything fitted here, scratching up our brass fittings, don't be stingy with your glue, putting those in there, and then we're going to go ahead and get this onto the lathe and start turning it down. So waiting about 48 hours before we actually start this process here. And like I was saying earlier, wood has been really good to me, acrylic not so much. But this wood is very, very soft. It was a very good wood to work with. Everything, this part literally took just a couple of minutes to do, so it turned down nicely. It felt good against the chisels. There was no explosions, which I was surprised. Every time I seem to be making these pins, they just kind of explode on the lathe. But the wood pins are doing a lot better than my acrylic pins. So this took no time at all. And even though it's really wonky, as you can see there, it's not very even, it still turned really well on the lathe. So this part's nearly over, and then we'll start the process of assembling, sanding, and sealing the pen like we do with every other video of pens. And I always say, make stuff that you want to make. I know these pen videos seem repetitive, but I like doing them, and I'm going to post them until I get bored of them. So make the stuff you like to make if you're a creator. So get that done, and then we go over to my favorite part, which is sanding. Everybody knows I love sanding. Absolutely hate sanding. It's the worst. But the wood's very nice and soft, so we just went from 120 to 180. Didn't spend a whole lot of time sanding this particular piece here. And then we're just taking our super glue and then just sealing those in. And then you can see the grain come out. So it looked a little boring in the beginning of the video with just that regular blank. But once we got the sealant on there, it looks really cool. And then we start the assembly portion here. Using like copper on this one, I think it really adds a little bit better aesthetic to it. You can see here me struggling to put everything together here, but I've gotten a lot better about that over the past couple of projects. So it comes together real nice and neat. I think it looks really cool. It was boring in the beginning, but I think, you know, aesthetically pleasing. And we are all done. So another successful pin here on the channel. I think it looks really cool. I have 10 more of these blanks that I'm going to do, so there's going to be a lot of redundancy, but I don't care. I love making these pins. These are really cool, and I love giving them away to people. So anyway, hope you guys liked it. I like this one. It looks really cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'll see you on Sunday for Sunday's project. All right, peace. Alright, so project is done, and this pen, in spite of how boring I thought it was going to be, actually turned out looking really, really cool. I love how this one looks. The grain of it looks really cool. You can kind of see that a little bit. And these brass, it's not really brass, it looks more like copper. It looks really cool on this pen. But overall, pretty happy with this project. A little bit thicker than I wanted up top, but I've got like 10 of these blanks left, so there are going to be plenty of these to do. So anyway, hope you guys liked it. Hope you got something out of it. Pen looks really cool. Project looks really good. And yada, yada, yada. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.